you have to make a meal out of a grocery store that doesn't have everything that you'd like or need. But that's okay because it's close. And we're gonna make a whole meal out of just what's available at this local grocer. Let's go. It's great when you end up in the produce section to just do a quick walk around, like what actually looks good and what looks fresh and what isn't ridiculously expensive. No matter what, I always get excited about cabbage. Every grocery store has cabbage. It's pretty much on sale all the time. And even when it looks bad or moderately okay, you can peel off the leaves and underneath it'll be great. All right. Hey, Forrest.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good. I'm so excited to see what you got. Tell me about the local options. That's really what I want to know.
Yeah, so I just started East End Fish Co. a few weeks ago, and I'm really focused on just highlighting the bounty of the Mid-Atlantic region,
Nice.
Bringing more access to our part of Richmond, and sharing the stories of the fishermen and farmers that grow and collect our food. So
Cool.
recently, this weekend, I brought in some rockfish, striped bass.
I'm going to use my technique of basically slow pan frying the fish, which I use for all skin-on fish. Makes a crispy skin, very forgiving. I don't know. I like it. That's what I want to eat. All right, I got my fish. I'm so excited. Look how pretty this is. It's really fresh and gorgeous. And I got cabbage, which is going to be a little crunchy. And I've got my lemon, which is the acid. But now I'm thinking pasta would be an easy way to go, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that, but I'm in the mood for something creamy. I almost never shop at eye level, right? Whatever's at eye level is probably kind of junky. But if you go down to the bottom, you get polenta. Polenta is basically cornmeal with a very fancy name. Let's check out and go make a meal. All right, we're back home. And I am gonna do this in the most low friction way possible in order to have a delicious meal. And here we're gonna start with the dressing. And what I love about dressings is they basically make a meal. So it's worth it to learn how to do one properly. This is good olive oil, which should be in every pantry because olive oil, salt, and lemon literally fix everything. So I'm gonna start with a generous amount, and this is for the cabbage salad. And then I've got an emulsifier. In this case, we're using tahini. I'm gonna make it kind of a little bit of a spicy tahini dressing to go with the cabbage. And you wanna give yourself a generous quantity. I think tahini is delicious. Cabbage needs strong flavors to stand up to it. It's pretty hearty. We're gonna break it down a little bit so that it doesn't feel like you're eating grass clippings, We want friendly cabbage. We don't want mean cabbage. Okay, so I've got the emulsifier in there. I put a pretty generous quantity in, and I'm actually gonna put a little more olive oil to balance it out. Now, I like things a little spicy. I think everyone should have harissa in their pantry. Plus it works great with lemon, which we're using for our acid. Now, I'm not a big, I'm not a big fan of kitchen gadgets. Usually I think they're kind of like clutter. But I will tell you, I think this lemon press has changed my life. One, I put lemon in everything, and you should too. And the other is that it's just so easy. Like, oh my gosh, you get all of it out of the lemon. This thing is awesome. All right, plenty of lemon juice, salt, and I'm generous with salt. If you're making a kale salad, cabbage salad, get generous with your salt. In general, I find people undersalt and not oversalt with these applications, especially with raw food, right? You're coming from nothing. There's no salt whatsoever in there. All right, let's blend it up. Now, I'm gonna blow your mind a little bit. You could actually do 2 emulsifiers if you wanted to. You could do 2 acids if you wanted to. You could do 2 different kinds of oils, but you keep the proportions the same. It's always the same proportions. And in this case, I'm looking for a runny but creamy dressing. Chili and tahini and lemon and olive oil and salt. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Okay, dressing is done. we're gonna go to the cabbage. These outer layers are yuck. We don't want those. They go directly into your compost. I'm not gonna break this whole thing down. Cabbage will stay good in your refrigerator for like, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks. Okay, a sharp knife is extremely important. This is the part I do not want you to skip. Muy importante. Put a little olive oil, put a little acid. You can also put a little salt here if you want to. But what we're trying to do here is break the cabbage down. Use your fingers, nice clean hands, and squeeze the hell out of your cabbage. All you're doing is breaking down the fibers a little bit so that when you go to eat it, it doesn't taste so, I don't know, cabbagey. So you want to do this a little bit and then just right into the bowl and let it sit. Don't toss until you're ready to eat. Okay, dish number 1, done. Now we're gonna move on to the fish, and then simultaneously, we're also gonna do the polenta. The fish takes longer than the polenta, so it makes more sense to get going on the fish. Oh my gosh. I think this is so beautiful. Shouldn't food be gorgeous? Shouldn't it be so pretty to look at? I think it should. If you are turning your nose up at skin, I'm gonna tell you a couple things. Number 1, it'll cook better with the skin on. You can, it hurts me to say this to you, but you can eat it without the skin, even if you cook it with the skin. You can do that. But this technique in particular makes the skin crispy, and it is so delicious. Now, we're gonna be really generous with the oil, okay? Like, I'm using extra virgin olive oil. This is my go-to. Salt. This might even be a little too high, and it's on medium, just to be really clear. Here we go. It should gently be frying. I'm gonna watch it for a second. If it's sputtering too much, the heat's too high. I actually like it at this. It's sputtering a little more than I'd like, so I'm gonna turn it down just a tad, just a little bit. This is my general pan frying cover. It has holes so the heat comes out, but it keeps your kitchen from looking like a danger zone after you've pan fried something. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, that's it. I can't actually tell you how long it should be in there because I'm not sure. We're gonna look at it, we're gonna feel it. Let's get over to the polenta. We need 3 cups of liquid for 1 cup of polenta. This is chicken broth. You could do the whole thing with water. There's no rules. You've gotta salt it. In this case, we don't need an acid just yet. We just need salt and water, and then of course the polenta. You can see it starting to get white here on the edges, and then on the other side I can actually see the skin being a little crispy. So I would judge about halfway through. When I feel like it's ready, I'm gonna put a metal lid on and we're just gonna let it finish, just like that. Nothing else needs to be done. Okay, water's boiling. The first thing we need to do is turn it down, way down. This is now medium-low. We're gonna put in our polenta. We are stirring. Now I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Time for a little bit more salt. All right, it's starting to come together. And I'm gonna turn it down again. It's creamy. We wanna keep that creamy consistency. To that end, it needs a fat. We have the salt, we need a fat. I like butter with polenta. There's no wrong answer. If you like olive oil, do olive oil. Or, frankly, you could do a combo of those things and it would work out really well. I'm going by eye. In general, my philosophy is more is better. Obviously, you don't want to go crazy, but that seems like a decent amount of butter for what amounts to 4 or 5 servings of polenta. Again, we're gonna go back to the heat, right? This is on very, very low. That's where I've got it right now. It's basically cooked, and all I'm doing is letting the flavors meld. I would like a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So we're gonna whisk in some Parmesan, and cheese is umami. Like, cheese is that magic fat. It punches above its weight class. It really brings a lot of flavor to food. All right, let's check on our fish and see how it's been resting. Oh, hey now. Good stuff. See how the center is looking? Oh, it's nice, super flaky. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so perfect. I'm gonna plate this and it's time to eat it. It's time to enjoy the meal. All right, now let's plate it. Cabbage salad, which I still need to toss, is gonna go on the side. And I love that combo of creamy and fatty and the fish with the protein, and it's so savory with cooked in olive oil with that crispy skin. And then a cabbage salad with a little bit of spice and that tahini dressing. So remember, this fish is olive oil and salt with moderate heat. Moderate heat. If your oil is smoking, you've lost the plot. All right, in my testing here, we had to break it apart. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see how my restaurant days have stood up, LOL. All right. Woo! Oh! I cannot wait to eat this. I hope you can see how gorgeous this is. Look at that. It's been sitting there so the cabbage should still be crunchy. How hard was that? It was not hard. And look, if you mess up, do it again. Keep trying. Cooking is iterative, and the practice of cooking will change your life and give you something delicious to eat. Oh my God. That actually is delicious. That's a restaurant quality meal right here that you can make at home, no problem, no fancy grocery store. Your basic formula for everything is salt, fat, acid, and heat. And if you have those things and you have quality ingredients, you really don't need a whole lot else. You learn to combine them, and you learn to work with heat and to work with what you've got by doing and trying and experimenting and then doing it again.